The one who brought me up sold me to a certain Rhoda in Rome. After many years, I became reacquainted with her and I began to love her as a sister.
It's loud in my ear.
After some
Let me ask you, while I turn it down, does it get lower for you?
Let's see.
Okay.
After some time, I saw her bathing in the river Tiber, and I gave her my hand and helped her out of this
Oh,
river.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, upon seeing her beauty, I considered in my heart, saying, I would be fortunate if I had a wife such as this, even with her beauty and her character. I considered only this, and not even one other thought.
Is his voice distracting?
a little.
Okay, we're gonna do away with him. All right. Because I was listening, I'm like, I don't like it.
That voice, yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, it gets the job done though. So I mean,
Yeah, we kicking him to the curve. Okay. I do that sometimes though when I'm like by myself. Yeah. When I don't feel like reading. My water ain't that cold now. Okay. The one who brought me up sold me to a certain Rhoda in Rome. After many years, I became acquainted, reacquainted with her, and I began to love her as a sister. After some time, I saw her bathing in the Tiber River. I said it backwards, the River Tiber. And I gave her my hand and helped her out of this river. I therefore, on seeing her beauty, I considered in my heart. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to share the live stream.
yeah,
Should I share it?
yeah, of course,
Okay, because I just got right to read.
of
um,
course.
I'm trying to think of the best way to go to YouTube and then share it from there. You can see everything, right?
Yes.
I guess I'll just say let's read.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll say let's read and study. Facebook is like the main place I can go to share it though. Now that I'm thinking about it, because YouTube you can't really do that. Twitch you can, but it's a lot more complicated because there's no groups. You got to send it to each person like individually, and it takes longer. I can do it faster from my phone. Let me because on here I'll have to do it one by one. You
Do
still hear?
whatever's easier.
Hmm? Yeah, the phone.
Yeah, just do whatever's easier.
The Shepherd of Hummus. Yeah. Where the groups at? Now I gotta find where the groups at. They made it kind of complicated to find that. In a group, there it is. I thought I could share with up to 10 at one time. They making me do it the slow way. Why? Yeah, I thought it was faster, but I guess it's about the same.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Then do whatever when you makes you feel better.
I mean, well, I'm using the phone now, so
Might as well stick with it.
yeah.
Speaking of phone, should probably plug mine up while I do this.
Hmm. Right. I'm gonna share with like maybe two more groups. Two more.
Oh, there's Blunt.
Who? Oh,
Blunt.
I know who you're talking about.
So, mm, how should he join this? I guess like through that link you sent me, or something
Yeah,
else. I don't know.
yeah, that link. If you send it to him.
Okay.
Okay. While we waiting on him, well, I guess I need to wait to stop reading. I mean,
Well,
because if he's coming,
I
I'm
mean,
like,
he might, but he be so wishy washy. I don't even know. He be taking forever in a day, and then he be done did something else and start talking to some girl or something, and then be done lost in the sauce.
okay, well, I'm gonna just start back reading. If he show up, we'll get him in here.
Yeah, if he show up, well, there's a link, and you can just come in, cause
Okay, gotcha.
yes.
Okay, let me go back to read.
Mhm.
Where's this book at? Right
I'm
here.
about to pass it.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Okay, so I remember being right here. It says, therefore, on seeing her beauty, I considered in my heart, saying, I would be fortunate if I had a wife such as this, even with her beauty and her character. I considered only this, and not even one other thought. After some time, as I was traveling around the countryside and glorifying the creatures of God, let me scroll down my cameras. Our cameras probably anyway. Um, creatures of God, because they are great and remarkable and mighty. Walking, I fell asleep, and a spirit took hold of me and carried me away through a certain place with no paths. I just thought of another book we should read. The
Wow.
Acts, the Acts of Paul and Thecla. I really want to read that. I'm gonna type that in the comments just as a reminder.
Okay.
I think yeah, there we go. So I think I was right here. I'll just start where he said, and a spirit took hold of me and carried me away through a certain place with no paths through which a person could not travel. And the place was steep and broken up by the waters. Therefore, crossing over that river, I came to the level ground and knelt down and began to pray to the Lord and to confess my sin. And while I was praying, heaven opened, and I saw that woman whom I had desired greeting me from heaven, saying, Hermas, greetings. And looking at her, I said to her, Lady, what are you doing here? And she answered me, I was taken up so that I might expose your sins against the Lord. I said to her, Now you are accusing me? No, she said, but listen to the words which I am about to say to you. God, the one who dwells in the heavens and who created the things that exist out of nothing, who multiplied and increased them for the sake of his holy church, is angry with you because you sinned against me. Answering, I said to her, I sinned against you? In which place? Or when did I speak a shameful word to you? Not always did I regard you as a goddess. Not always did I respect you as a sister. Why do you falsely charge me, O woman, with these evil and impure things? Laughing at me, she said, the desire of wickedness came up in your heart. Or do you not think that, well, it didn't say that, or do you not think it is an evil deed for a righteous man if the evil desire comes up in his heart? Indeed, it is a sin and a great one. She said, for the righteous man has righteous plans. Therefore, while his plans are righteous, his glory is set straight in heaven, and the Lord is favorable in whatever he does. But those who plan evil things in their hearts, they bring on themselves death and captivity, especially those who gain this world for themselves and who exult in their riches and do not hold fast, to the good things which are to come. That reminds me of what Moses said. Let me see if I can track this down.
Okay.
Something about Hebrews. Oh yeah, that's it. It says he chose to be mistreated along with the people of God rather than to enjoy the fleeting pleasures of sin. He
Oh,
chose to he chose to share the oppression of God's people instead of enjoying the fleeting. That one says the same. I want to hear another one. I don't like fleeting.
that was still good. A good
Yeah, but
comparison. Yeah.
nobody uses fleeting for that. You know what I mean?
Fleeting,
Um, yeah,
fleeting pleasures.
yeah. But this one says choosing rather to suffer affliction. Hold on, I'm gonna get you in here in a minute if that's Willie. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Yeah, see, I love that one. Okay, hold on, let me
Yeah.
there you go. What's up, man?
How
Can you
y'all
hear us?
doing?
Good,
Yeah.
good.
High blunt.
What's up, man?
Hmm?
Are you playing a
What's up?
game?
What's up? Yeah. I'm playing Dead Island too.
Mm,
I never played that before.
It's excuse my language. It's awesome. It is a great zombie game.
gotcha. Okay. Well, tonight we was reading The Shepherd of Hermas, but we was not gaming at this particular time. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to keep up with us.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
I thought we were gaming and talking about
The biblical
having
spiritual.
study, but
Well, see, she said the other night, I think at some point or day that she wanted to like go live and without gaming to focus and stuff like that. So I had an idea hours ago. I was like, well, why don't we go live and like I could share my screen. I don't know if I said I could share my screen, but I had this idea to share my screen and like we could read. I think I did say that. Yeah, we could share the screen and like read read the Bible like that. So, but I mean, I'm down for either one, gaming and talking about it. But we won't be able to read like that gaming because we're gaming. You know what I mean? We just be able to have like a biblical spiritual conversation, unless we just like stop gaming and somebody read, or you know how we just be in there and then we just be reading, but the game just be on, it just be in the background. So yeah, that was the idea tonight. But shoot, I mean, it can all work out still.
Yeah, okay.
You just might get distracted a little bit because you're playing Dead Island.
Nah,
You
I'm
always
I'm
distracted.
multitask. No, I'm not. You just think I am. You don't even ask. You didn't even ask me if I was busy earlier. I was good. I'm tired.
Okay, okay,
Uh, I'm here though.
got you. Well, your background, since we in a live
I'm gonna turn.
Discord,
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna turn
like
that down.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
because we can hear all the shooting and everything you're doing. Like I got this studio microphone on right now, and it like I told her I was like this microphone pick up the crickets outside, and then
It
after
does. I heard them.
yeah, and then after a while it was quiet, and she said I hear crickets. So yeah, this microphone picks up a lot.
I was trying to make sure my mom made it home safe. She wanted me to watch her while she was on the road. Got this like tracking up the phone. I think she's fine now.
Oh, you
She's
watching her
fine.
like by a tracking device or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's good.
Well, shoot. Question then: should we continue to read the Shepherd of Hermes, or should we do the Testament of Solomon? Since we got Willie here now, because I wanted to read the Testament of Solomon with you, Willie. Remember the other night? I was like, you should read it.
I'm talking
Oh,
about the continue
Remember?
on what y'all were already on, and then we can get to that later. Like I'm not.
Okay, okay. Because that was the book where I was like, it talks about how Solomon, um, it describes the demon powers and what they can do, and it reminded me of something you said. So I was like, I didn't want to read it without you. So I'm like, because when we was gonna start this live stream, you wasn't here. So I'm like, I don't want to do it without him. But now you're here. That's why I'm like, wait, do you want to read that? Or that's why I threw it in there. Because we can always change the topic of what we're reading. I can just edit the title. It don't even matter.
That's whatever you want to do. Whatever you think is best for the moment.
Both of them gonna be good, but I think for you, we need to go there. Maria, what you think?
um, Mariama and
Say
whatever.
Mariama. The way it's spelled. That's why I say Maria. Okay, go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. Um, I want to do.
Which one you feel to do more in the spirit? That's the one you should go
I
with.
want to do whatever is gonna be best for Blank.
That's the testament of. Well, I mean, to me, I think that'll be the testament of Solomon. It's gonna be good stuff in both books, but we got to do the testament of Solomon then. Okay, let's get that loaded up. We'll just switch this title out. Oh
Okay.
yeah, she might not be up too much longer. She might be tapping out soon.
I'm sorry. I'm over here shivering.
Dang, you better turn the heat up or something.
I'm not trying to
Put some
burn up.
put some more layers on.
I ain't feeling good. I want to just. I still want. I want to listen. I want to listen to some Bible and stuff.
So you're
Okay.
streaming?
Yes, sir. We're streaming on YouTube right now. We're on this thing called StreamYard, and we can connect to YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, and we just went with YouTube tonight, and we can share the screen. So like anybody that joins us can communicate in the chat, or they can join us live like we are. So they can speak to us like we speaking to each other, or just text us, and we can communicate with them.
You don't have Discord?
I do.
I think Discord would be kind of easier because um, they actually have the app, and I can use my other phone too. Yeah, I've never heard of this before though. That's cool.
Me
Streaming
neither.
on it.
This
Do
was
they have
new
an
to
app or is it
me.
just on the website?
They have, I think they got an app too, and a website, but I rarely use the app if they do. Okay, I gotta multitask because there's so many PDFs in here. This is my website, so I just don't know the order and when this book gonna come up. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Demonology must be towards the top.
I was like, how you gonna tell me to join and I don't even know what am I joining? I'm looking for the PlayStation party to be open. I've been
Because
waiting
I'm
for
like, where
hours.
are you? You stay getting distracted. Like,
You talking about where am I? But y'all on the whole website. Did nobody send me no
we
video?
just got on here like
So
10 minutes ago.
what you mean where am I? I'm waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you. I was waiting on you. I'm like, where you at? Whatever.
Yeah, it's funny. Y'all let me know when y'all ready.
This man be.
I got it pulled up. Y'all take your time. Y'all ready over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't have a StreamYard app. I was looking with.
Oh, okay. I thought they might have did. Okay. Well, I know you can get on your mobile and or like a tablet and like access the website because I've done it, but I guess there's no app. Okay. All right. Well, maybe in the future we can use Discord too because I rarely use it and I'm still learning how to use Discord. So if that
Yeah,
works better,
it's
we
pretty
can try.
easy once you get to learn. I can even add you to a group that we're in, and you can just use it from there. It's like you can just share your screen, or we'd all be in a group like with our videos just like this, and we can still stream on YouTube or whatever. But at least I could be able to join from each phone, each app.
Mm, okay.
Oh,
All right. So this is the Testament of Solomon. So it says it says Testament of Solomon, son of David, who was king in Jerusalem. Is those words big enough for y'all? That's about as big as I can get it.
yeah, they be.
Wait,
They
I
a
can do
little
it
too
like that, but it'll take the words kind of.
big. Maybe a little, yeah, like that. That's good.
Okay. Who was king in Jerusalem and mastered and controlled all spirits of the air on the earth and under the earth. By means of them also he wrought all the transcendent works of the temple, telling also of the authorities they wield against men, and by what angels these demons are brought to nothing. Of the sage Solomon. I think that's the author's note, maybe. Let me keep reading it out. No, it appears to be actually in there. It says, Blessed are you, O Lord God, who did give Solomon such authority. Glory to you and might to the ages. Amen. And behold, when the temple of the city of Jerusalem was being builded, and the artificers were working thereat, Ornias the demon came among them toward sunset, and he took away. Sorry, that noise distracted me. What was that? Took away. There we go. And he took away half of the pay of the chief devisers, little boys. What's his little boy? As well as half his food. He also continued to suck the thumb of his right hand every day, and the child grew thin, although he was very much loved by the king. So King Solomon called the boy one day and questioned him, saying, Do I not love you more than all the artisans and this is who are working in the temple of God? Do I not give you double wages and a double supply of food? How is it that day by day and hour by hour you grow thinnest? Well, thou growest, yeah, that's the modern way of saying it. You grow thinnest, well, thinner. And then it says, but the child said to the king, I pray you, O king, listen to what has befallen all that your child have after we are all released from our work on the temple of God after sunset. When I lie down to rest, one of the evil demons comes and takes away from me one half of my pay and one half of my food. Then he also takes hold of my right hand and sucks my thumb. And lo, my soul is oppressed, and so my body waxes thinner every day. Now, when I Solomon heard this, I entered the temple of God and prayed with all my soul night and day, that the demon might be delivered into my hands, and that I might gain authority over him. And it came about through my prayer that grace was given me, to me, from the Lord Sabaoth, by Michael his archangel. He brought me a little ring, having a seal consisting of an engraved stone, and said to me, Take, O Solomon, king, son of David, the gift which the Lord God has sent you, the highest Sabaoth. With it you shall lock up all demons of the earth, male and female, and with their help you shall build up Jerusalem. But you must wear this seal of God, and this engraving of the seal of the ring sent you is a pentalpha. And then it says,
I
go
think I
ahead.
remember this story too. It's like where he was in that temple and then he was bringing the demons in or whatever, and he was asking them like what they do or something like that, or their names, and then he was casting them into like vases or something like that.
That sounds kind of familiar. Uh, maybe that is in some part of it.
That's where it sounds like it's leading to. Yeah, I remember this story, but I also know why you bringing this story up because of that counter I told you I had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
All right. So I think I read all of six, or did nope, I didn't. Okay. So in six, it says, "And I, Solomon, was overjoyed and praised and glorified the God of heaven and earth. And on the morrow I called the boy and gave him the ring and said to him, Take this, and at the hour in which the demon shall come to you, throw this ring at his chest, or at the chest of the demon, and say to him, In the name of God, King Solomon calls you here. And then do you come running to me without without having any misgivings or fear in respect of aught you may hear on the part of the demon. So the child took the ring and went off. And behold, at the customary hour, Ornias, the fierce demon, came like a burning fire to take the pay from the child. But the child, according to the instructions received from the king, threw the ring at the chest of the demon and said, King Solomon calls you here. And then he went off at a run to the king. But the demon cried aloud, saying, Child, why have you done this to me? Take the ring off me, and I will render to you the gold of the earth. Only take this off me, and forbear to lead me away to Solomon. But the child said to the demon, As the Lord God of Israel live, I will not brook thee. So come here. And the child came at a run, rejoicing to the king, and said, I have brought the demon, O king, as you did command me, O my master. And behold, he stands before the gates of the court of your palace, crying out and supplicating with a loud voice, offering me the silver and gold of the earth, if I will only bring him to you. If if I read that last part properly. And then in paragraph 9, it says, "And when Solomon heard this, he rose up from his throne and went outside into the vestibule of the court of his palace. And there he saw the demon shuddering and trembling. And he said to him, 'Who are you?' And the demon answered, 'I am called Ornias.' And Solomon said to him, 'Tell me, O demon, to what zodiacal sign you are subject?' And he answered, 'To the water pourer, and those who are consumed with desire for the noble virgins on earth.
That
These are
sound like
strange.'"
Aquarius.
Oh, okay. And then he said, "These are strangled. But in case there is no disposition to sleep, I am changed into 3 forms. Whenever men come to be enamored of women, I metamorphose myself into a comely female, and I take hold of the men in their sleep and play with them. And after a
That's
while,"
the sorry. That's the water pour.
yeah, it said earlier, it said the water pourer for the zodiacal sign.
Yeah, okay.
Did you want me to look it up, or are you looking it up?
No. I know about it. I'm just
Oh,
sound
okay.
like that one is specifically about me
I mean, it ain't just you. It can fit like me and other people, anybody
or
that's to, or like
or
somebody.
Aquarius. I mean,
Well, hell, let's look it up. You got me wondering now. The water.
water bearer.
Oh, I thought it was poor bear.
Same different. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's an air sign though.
Water poor. Oh, there it is. They knew what I was looking for right there. Yep, Aquarius, the water bearer. Mm-hmm. People who from January 20th to February the 18th. Okay. So let me
The
go.
god.
Hmm?
Said the god to the Aquarius.
I can barely hear you.
I said the god to the Aquarius sign.
The god to the Aquarius sign, something like that.
Yeah,
What god? What are you talking about?
basically like the leaders of the Aquarius sign. We're the godly light.
I don't know what you mean.
If you read on it, you'll see.
Um. Okay, so let me go back. So in 10 it says, "And Solomon said to him, 'Tell me, O demon, to what zodiacal sign you are subject?'" By the way, are you saying that this demon was like the god of that sign or something?
I was saying that's like the most godliest zodiac sign. Like
Oh, now I got you. I didn't hear you clear the first time. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll just keep going though and keep reading this. It says, our subject, and it says, "And he answered, to the water pourer, and those who are consumed with desire for the noble virgins on earth, these are strangled. But in case there is no disposition to sleep, I am changed into 3 forms. Whenever men come to be enamored of women, I metamorphose myself into a comely female, and I take hold of the men in their sleep and play with them. And after a while, I again take to my wings." Then it says, "And hide me to the heavenly regions. I also appear as a lion, and I am commanded by all the demons. I am offspring of the archangel Uriel, the power of God." Then it says, "I, Solomon, having," oh, and by the way, like I've witnessed, I've gone through some of that this one talks about in 10, where it would be like evil spirits in my dream appearing as women, messing with me. I was telling, I'm not gonna say how you say it, Mariama, however you say it, but Maria, that's how I say it.
Boom.
First part. Moon. I was telling her the other day about that. I
You
had a
might as
dream.
well just call me Moon.
Mo-
Blunt call me Mariama. But he called me Moon most of the
You,
time too,
you
for
say
real.
Mariyama.
Yeah, Ama.
Oh, Ama. I thought you said Yama, like Yama.
Ama.
Okay, that make more sense. I thought you were saying Mariyama. I'm like, where you get the Y
Well,
from?
that is how it's pronounced, though. I mean, it's pronounced
Who
Mariama.
be saying it with a Y though?
That's literally how it's pronounced, though. Mariama.
That's
It
that's
don't
so
have a Y, though. It just sounds like it got a Y in it because it's like Mari.
we
It's
can
Mariama,
we
but
can get on the names topic, but like that's so weird because you know what? My name is my first government name is they pronounce it Michael, but that's not even the correct pronunciation of it because the spelling is M-I. That can be my or me, CHA. That can be cha, and then the last two is EL. Me child or my child. But where are you getting Michael from? Where are you getting the code? There's no code. So everybody that say Michael
Michelle.
is saying it wrong. I've been
mhm.
saying my name wrong for like 28 years until I was learning Hebrew and I realized, wait a minute, I'm not. That's not even how you pronounce it. But hey, everybody say Michael. Well, not everybody. A lot of people. So maybe people pronouncing your name wrong when they say Mariama or however you say it with the Y, because there's no Y.
Mariama.
Because there's no Y in your name at all, right?
Nope. It's an African name. That's just how it's pronounced.
Okay, but
It means gift from God.
but there's no Y in there though.
Well, people used to always say it wrong. They used to be calling me Mariama.
Look at this. I'm gonna give you another example real quick before we get back to reading. Remember I told you about that king that they did I tell you about that king
Oh
Nebuchadnezzar?
yeah, Nebuchadnezzar.
Look at the spelling. Willie, you can okay, how would you pronounce this right here? This word, if you can see it. You see this thing? This was
Nebuchadnezzar.
go ahead.
Daisy.
Let me go to the bigger one. Okay, look, this is how you spell it. Oh, I ain't mean to click the link.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Say it again.
Nebuchadnezzar.
See, that's closer to, if not the exact pronunciation, but this is how people pronounce it. They say Nebuchadnezzar, but that's
That
incorrect.
sound like witchcraft stuff.
Because if you look at the
Because can
spell,
spell Nebuchadnezzar. So
po-
frog.
possibly, but like when I looked at the spelling in the Bible one day, I noticed it was Nebuchadnezzar. I'm like, where they getting Nebuchadnezzar? Because it's a D in the name, and nobody that I spoke to from that point to when I figured this out, and they never pronounced the D. I'm like, nobody is pronouncing.
The D is silent.
That's what my friend said. I'm like, no, they just not saying it. So that's just going with the names thing. So yeah, I'm just a little different with these names. People just be it's just certain words people don't. Okay, I got another one. What y'all think about this? Um, what's that? Oh, look at this. I know y'all probably seen this before. Now, when I grew up, people pronounce this Chevrolet, but look at the spelling: Chevrolet. But people pronounced it all my life up until I saw the spelling Chevrolet. They still say Chevrolet, but look at the spelling. Would you pronounce that Chevrolet?
Nope.
How would you pronounce it?
Chevrolet.
Thank you. How would you pronounce it, Willie?
Chevrolet. Because it's kind of like, I mean,
It
I
remind me of
I'll
some
just know
French.
proper English, man.
That might be the thing too, because you forget English comes from Latin. So, like the way that they pronouncing things, it's like how like you see something like French. Like this word remind me of a French word. Like that's how they pronounce like the et word. It's like a. It's pronounced like an A, like Chevrolet or beignet or beignet stuff like
A
that.
buffet.
Yeah, buffet.
Hmm.
Buffet.
Crazy. Okay, I got one for y'all. This one real simple, and if we can get back to reading after this, God willing. But look, this is a simple word, a four-letter word that we all say all the time. WHAT. How would y'all pronounce that?
What?
Right. How would you pronounce it? Moon.
We was programmed. What hat? What hat?
No what?
She said it perfect. That's how it should.
W hat.
Yep, that's how it should be pronounced. Because if we take the W off, we all know how that's gonna sound. Hat. But when we put the W on, we all say what with a U and not an A. So it should be spelled like this: WHUT, because that would be perfectly
What?
what.
I mean, it'll still be the W. I mean the H. You know what I mean?
But
It's still the wolf sound. So if anything, if you want to say what, like it would be WUT.
well, I kind of get where you going with that, but like the U is better because the U got the ut that we talking about, the what. It's like it's perfect. But the A is more, it could be pronounced wat or, but
Hey,
what?
some people say it like that.
That's why
Wow.
people say learning English is the hardest language to read because there's so many of the same words that have different meanings, and if you don't know how to read like context clues, you don't know what they're talking about, like bat and bat, which they call like what do they call homonyms or like onomatopoeia, something like that. I can't remember what the term is for them, but like words that are spelled the same and they sound the same, but they have different meanings. Like bat and I can't think of nothing else right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Stuff like it,
Mhm.
or like right. Wait, is right one? I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like that in other languages too, though. Because when I learned Hebrew got the same thing going on. So it's no matter what language you learn or can speak, all of them have where you can have silent letters supposedly or the
I hear them cricket.
pronunciation. Hmm? Oh, you
Yeah,
do.
I hear them
you
cricket.
hear it now.
Told you this microphone, man. This
Yeah.
microphone is a trip. When I used to live in my apartment, I didn't used to hear crickets when I used to do my recordings, but here at my grandma's house since I moved back, like I can hear the crickets outside through the windows. That's how good this. But when I take this microphone off my ears, I don't hear the crickets. Like, let me see. Okay, never mind. No, I literally hear the crickets without the headset. They like just literally outside. But yeah, when I was in my apartment, I didn't have to worry about hearing crickets. But here, different. But yeah, it's like that in all languages. It's just people pronounce things incorrectly. It's 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 like that in all of them.
Because we've been programmed.
Yeah, and people don't pronounce every single sound in the word, and they claim it's a silent letter. Like if I show y'all this, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. This ain't about a word. It's just about an alphabet. Have y'all looked up the Hebrew alphabet before?
Probably so.
Watch this mess right here. If I find the right look, that's it. Look at this chart. Can we zoom in some more?
Hey,
Oops. I zoomed in, but oops. I went to another one. It's way too far in. Bring me back out. Is that the silent part?
A man with arms. I was there like, why it look like a little cactus dancing? Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey.
Okay, this chart don't say it, but it was a chart. I might have to go in my folder and pull up the Hebrew because it was a chart. It say there it is right there, but it's so small. I'm trying to. Can I click it? I don't know if y'all can see it.
I see it.
You saw it say silent over there.
I see it say bed.
Like right here, it says modern Hebrew. Now this is the ancient Hebrew on the left, and then it says modern Hebrew, and it says for the first letter of the alphabet, Aleph. It says silent, but it's so small, y'all can barely see it. But it says silent, right? And then if I come down to the 16th letter, the ayin, it says silent as well. I probably should have pulled this up from my folder and not from this chart because it is not letting me see it good enough. Is there a way I can? Okay. Well, the point is, if you're trying to say God's name in Hebrew, and because one of those letters is in God's name, well, the Son of God, we'll say the Son of God. The I, it's in the Son of God's name. You can't even say his name properly because according to this modern Hebrew rule, the letter is silent. So you can't even say, you can't even pronounce his name properly. And then the first letter, which is the A sound. No. Let me show you. Hold on. Let's go to Blue Letter Bible. That's I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Okay. Where's the lexicon? So the lexicon is like a Hebrew and Aramaic and Greek dictionary. So we want, I see Jesus, bar Jesus, that one right there. 24, that one. So this is the Greek. It goes back to the Greek from the New Testament. And this is the Greek word, which I can't pronounce. But they claim it sounds like this.
Strong's G 2424. Jesus.
That's
Jesus.
That's the claim it sounds like right there, okay?
That's what I just did.
And then the root word is this in Hebrew. So if we go to the root word, so Jesus in English will go back to that Greek word in Greek, but the Greek word goes back to this Hebrew word for the same word in English.
Yahshua.
Well, it can be pronounced a number of ways due to the Hebrew sound system because there's multiple Hebrew languages out there with different sound systems. So this one says the transliteration can be what you just said, Yehoshua, but the last letter right here is an I. This that ayin that I showed y'all is silent according to them in the modern Hebrew. But so if you let's just say it was Yehoshua with an A. Well, you can't even say the A according to them. So it would be like Yehoshu. You couldn't even say Yehoshua or Yehoshua because according to them, the A is silent or the I/A. And then, so it's another word that they claim is silent, the A sound. So even though the A isn't, the letter itself isn't in this word, but anywhere the A sound occurs, you potentially can't say the sound because it's silent potentially. So God's name, people pronounce it Yahweh, but you potentially can't pronounce it because in modern Hebrew because the A sound is silent. So you can't say the ah. So you have to say just the Y. Like I don't even know how you would pronounce it without the A because it's Yah way. You can't say the Yah. You would just have to say like Y way. It's weird, but the A is not in the spelling of Yahweh. But It's today just got some weird rules that you have to ignore because if you try to stick with that, it won't be right for a lot of words you try to pronounce. Like, okay, father in Hebrew is Abba. How can you say father in Hebrew if you can't pronounce the A sound? You just gonna say buh and not the ah, buh. Like that's weird. But I'm just bringing out some weird rules according to certain languages and their sound systems that you just have to ignore because it don't make sense in all cases. So I don't deal with those silent letters like that. People like it's silent. I'm like, no, they just not pronouncing it. That's just me.
Well, I don't know if you ever heard of this, and I can't remember where I'm getting it from, so whatever, but you can look it up eventually on your own if you remember. But I was reading something one time, and it was like apparently someone, it was like this dude in the like Bible times, and he was talking to some demon, and he was like, we can't even tell you our names because it doesn't exist in your like plane, like it does, like the way that we speak doesn't even exist on your like existence, so you can't even like say it. But he was saying something like, but how you would pronounce it was, I can't remember, but it was something weird. It started with an S, and he like said it. It was just like breath sounds, cause it didn't like, like he was saying like you can't pronounce our names on this, like,
Hmm.
so maybe it's something similar to that.
Yeah, it sounds like it could have been in the Testament of Solomon, maybe, but I'm not sure. But
It
it's
was
it's
some
certain.
story about that. Like he asked the demon what was his name, and he was just like, "I can't, like, I couldn't even tell you my name because I can't. There's no way to say it here, like in this earth."
Hmm. Yeah, I've heard that about God's name too, from a lot of different writings. But yeah, well, okay. If y'all don't got nothing else, we can get back to reading if y'all ready. Y'all ready? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
far away from the microphone. I forgot I gotta be right up on this thing. My bad.
No, you don't. I
No,
can hear
good.
you.
I'm over here talking to y'all.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Oh,
you good? Okay.
yeah.
So in 11 it says, I Solomon, having heard the name of the archangel, prayed and glorified God, the Lord of heaven and earth, and I sealed the demon and set him to work at stone cutting, so that he might cut the stones in the temple, which, laying along the shore, had been brought by the sea of Arabia. But he, fearful of the iron, continued to and said to me, I ask you, King Solomon, let me go free, and I will bring you all the demons. And as he was not willing to be subject to me, I prayed the archangel Uriel to come and succor me, and I forthwith beheld the archangel Uriel coming down to me from the heavens. And the angel bade the whales of the sea come out of the abyss, and he cast his destiny on the ground, and the destiny made subject to him the great demon. And he commanded the great demon and bold Ornias to cut stones at the temple. And accordingly, I Solomon glorified the God of heaven and maker of the earth, and he bade Ornias come with his destiny, and gave him the seal, saying, Away with you, and bring me here the prince of all the demons. So Ornias took the finger ring and went off to Beelzebul, who has kingship over the demons. He said to him, Here, Solomon calls you. But Beelzebul, having heard, said to him, Tell me, who is this Solomon of whom you speak of will speak to me? Then Ornias threw the ring at the chest of Beelzebul, saying, Solomon the king calls you. But Beelzebul cried aloud with a mighty voice, and shot out a great burning flame of fire. And he arose, and followed Ornias, and came to Solomon. And when I saw the prince of demons, I glorified the Lord God, maker of heaven and earth. And I said, Blessed are you, Lord God Almighty, who have given to my bad, this refrigerator making this loud noise. Okay, hold on. God Almighty, who have given to Solomon your servant wisdom, the assessor of the wise, and have subjected to me all the power of the devil. I questioned him and said, Who are you? The demon replied, I am Beelzebub, the exarch of the demons, and all the demons have their chief seats close to me. And I, it is, who make manifest the apparition of each demon. And he promised to bring to me in bonds all the unclean spirits, and I again glorified the God of heaven and earth, as I do always give thanks to him. I then asked of the demon if there were females among them, and when he told me that there were, I said that I desired to see them. So Beelzebul went off at high speed and brought to me Onoskillis, that had a very pretty shape and the skin of a fair-hued woman, or fair-colored woman, and she tossed her head. And when she was come, I said to her, Tell me, who are you? But she said to me, I am called Onoskillis, a spirit wrought. Then it says, lurking on the earth. There is a golden cave where I lie, but I have a place that ever shifts. At one time, I strangle men with a noose. Wow, sounds like slavery. Um, then what y'all think about that? It said at one time I strangle men with a noose. The only time I hear about noose mainly is when people were hung on trees.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever thought about that before.
And then
Okay. Then it says
White people.
oh, go ahead. So she could have been used during those slavery times to have them hang people, but I never even thought about that till just now, I think. So then it says that at another, I creep up from the nature to the arms, and then it says, but my most frequent dwelling places are the precipices, caves, ravines, or ravines. Oftentimes, however, do I consort with men in the semblance of a woman, and above all with those of a dark skin, for they share my star with me, since it is who privily or openly worship my star, without knowing that they harm themselves, and but whet my appetite for further mischief, for they wish to provide money by means of memory, but I think that's the author's add in commemoration after memory. Then it says, but I supply a little to those who worship me fairly. So the only thing I can think of with that part about the star makes me think about either a literal star in the sky, or in the so-called Star of David, if y'all heard of that.
yes. And we were talking about that yesterday too, about how they worship the deities and they be real and they actually do give them stuff. So like the gods that they be worshiping don't be a lie when they be like it's real stuff. Like it really is. So we was talking about that last night when I was talking about Krishna, and he ain't the only one. Ishtar, all of them, it's the same. So yeah, worship the star. I started thinking about something else though. I was thinking about Eastern stars, and then I was thinking about Disney. How Disney Wish upon a star.
Mm. Well, you know what? A star is a spirit itself. It can also be a spirit. Hmm.
I saw the stars one night. They came down. They looked like what a biblical description of an angel would look like. Like not a real one, just like what you would think of when you think of like any old angel, like the robes, you know.
Was this a dream or
Nah,
reality?
this was real life, and it wasn't just me that saw it. It was four of us out there.
Okay, I want to come back to this conversation. Hold on. Let me send you a message to remind you that that's going to be a topic that we got to get back to.
Yep.
So I'm gonna send it to you right now. This star topic, I guess.
Yeah, stars.
Okay, because I don't want to forget that. Okay, got me kind of excited. um. Oh, by the way, Willie, we did our celebration. Dang, I forgot. I'm far away from my mic. By the way, Willie, we did our celebration before you got here because you did yours yesterday when we went ready. So she had like the Martinelli's apple juice for the first time, and I had some pickles. So yeah, we just did it like that.
Damn, I celebrated for y'all. Y'all celebrated without me. So,
Well,
I've
I
been
mean,
sick
you
ever
you
since
had,
I took that shot of apple juice.
you been sick.
Yes, I feel like I'm running a fever or something. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Wait, is that so? Or is your body heat like you warming up? Or you
I
explain?
don't know. I'm cold. I'm so freezing.
Oh, so you cold? You the opposite of. I thought you said you was running a fever.
Yes, I feel like I'm running a fever or something, but I feel cold though.
Hmm. Sound like you need to be hot then, so you can sweat out what you got in you.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe.
Cause when I'm sick like that, I gotta sweat it out. I
Mm.
gotta get it out of me. My body gotta get it out.
no, it really helps you whenever you're sick because you gotta go. This sounds disgusting, but you have to go poop. You gotta poop
Heard
all
that
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 somebody
toxins
too.
told
out
me
of
to
you.
take laxatives. That laxatives will help you get it out fast.
Yeah, that too. Whatever gets it out. But I know I be sweating it out. Got to get
How
out
do
of
you
me.
do
Gotta warm
that?
my body. Yeah, I gotta warm my body up because I the,
You
the
be
the
go
certain type of
jogging.
sickness. No, I don't do that.
You get like a warm towel, put it on your head, or put it on your body and stuff,
Mm.
or put the towel inside of like a Ziploc bag so it can keep the heat. In it.
Hmm. Okay. Well, shoot. Um, Let me know when y'all ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Really? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says in 18, and I, Solomon, questioned her about her birth, and she replied, I was born of a voice untimely. The so-called echo of a man's odor dropped in the wood. And then we have an author's note saying, for the demon born of an echo, we have an analog in the Hebrew bath, Kol. Oh, that must be a reference to something. And then it says the demon, I'm sorry, the daughter of a voice in the Gnostic hymn to Hermes, edited by, oh, I don't think I read that before.
Wait a second. Can you go back a little bit? What did it say she was born of? What a born of a?
It says, I was born of a voice untimely, the so-called echo of a man's odor dropped in the wood.
Okay.
I don't understand it all
A
either.
lot to unpack there.
Yeah, I don't understand it all either, but that's what it said. Could have been some supernatural thing going on, or something similar to how God created things, but I'm not sure. But in 19, it says, and I said to her, under what star do you pass? And she answered me, under the star of the full moon, which I see all the time. But then it says, for the reason that the moon travels over most things. Then I said to her, and what angel is it that frustrates you? And she said to me, he that in you is reigning. And I thought that she mocked me and bade a soldier strike her. But she cried aloud and said, I am, well, it added in, subjected to you, O king, by the wisdom of God given you, or to you, and by the angel Joel. So I commanded her to spin the hemp for the ropes used in the building of the house of God. And accordingly, when I had sealed and bound her, she was so overcome and brought to nothing as to stand night and day spinning the hemp. And that's just interesting that the demons was put as slaves, what it was made slaves of in this story. That's rare. From a human too. Okay. 21. So it says, and I at once bade another demon to be led to me. And instantly there approached me the demon Asmodeus, bound. And I asked him, who are you? But he shot at me a glance of anger and rage and said, and who are you? And I said to him, thus punished as you are, answer you me. But he with rage said to me, but how shall I answer you? For you are a son of man, whereas I was born an angel seed by daughter of man. So that no word of our heavenly kind addressed to the earth born can be overweening. Wherefore also my star is bright in heaven, and men call it, some the wan, and some the dragon's child. I keep near to this star, so ask me not many things. For your kingdom also after a little time is to be disrupted, and your glory is but for a season. And short will be your tyranny over us, and then we shall again have free range over mankind, so as they shall revere us as if we were gods, not knowing, men that they are, the names of the angels set over us. And I, Solomon, on hearing this, bound him more carefully, and ordered him to be flogged with thongs of oxhide, and to tell me humbly what was his name, and what his business. And he answered me this, I am called Asmodeus among mortals, and my business is to plot against the newlywed, so that they may not know one another. And I sever them utterly by many calamities, and I waste away the beauty of virgin women, and estrange their hearts. Oh, somebody must have. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah, Discord will be better. You can't even go off the screen too long before it kick you out.
You say you can't what?
It can't be off the screen long. Like something Pablo can't respond to messages and then
Oh, okay.
kick you out.
Gotcha. All right. So let me know if you heard. Let's see. Let me go back. Did you hear the part about how it said that he plot against the newlyweds, this demon?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I think I'm on 23. Yeah. So in 23, it says, and I said to him, this is my only business. And he answered me, I transport men into fits of madness and desire, when they have wives of their own, so that they leave them and go off by night and day to others that belong to other men, with the result that they commit sin and fall into murderous deeds. And I adjured him by the name of the Lord Sabaoth, saying, Fear God, Asmodeus, and tell me by what angel you are frustrated. But he said, by Raphael, the archangel that stands before the throne of God. But the liver and gall of a fish put me to flight when smoked over ashes of the tamarisk. I again asked him and said, Hide not aught from me, for I am Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. Tell me the name of the fish which you revere. And he answered, It is the Galanos by name, and is found in the rivers of Assyria. Wherefore it is that I roam about in those parts. So before we continue, I'm going to tell y'all a cross-reference that I noticed with this, and I studied this part. So Asmodeus is also mentioned in this book called Tobit in the Apocrypha. And Raphael is also mentioned in that book too, the angel. And Raphael is actually the same angel that bounds this demon in that story after Raphael tells somebody who's about to marry this woman who's being tormented by Asmodeus. He tells them to pray before they complete the marriage by having sex, because this demon has killed other men in the marriage chamber because he was linked to her. And so this wouldn't happen to this guy. He was like, pray before you have sex and take the liver and gall of a fish. And they literally caught this fish on the way to this place where he was about to meet one of the family members who had the daughter named Sarah, who he was going to marry. And they talking about the same fish in the same part of the town, Assyria. And it just all was linking together. Maybe y'all heard of that book, maybe not. But just letting y'all know that's a cross-reference. Let's see. In 25, it says, And I said to him, Have you nothing else about you, Asmodeus? And he answered, The power of God, no, which have bound me with the indissoluble bounds of yonder one seal, that whatever I have told you is true. I asked you, King Solomon, condemn me not to go into water. But I smiled and said to him, As the Lord God of my fathers live, I will lay iron on you to wear, but you shall also make the clay for the entire construction of the temple, treading it down with your feet. And I ordered them to give him 10 water jars to carry water in. And the demon groaned terribly and did the work I ordered him to do. And this I did because that fierce demon Asmodeus even knew the future. And I, Solomon, glorified God who gave wisdom to me, Solomon his servant. And the liver of the fish and its gall I hung on the spike of a reed and burnt it over Asmodeus because of his being so strong, and his unbearable malice was thus frustrated. Y'all got any comments or questions or anything so far?
No.
Okay. Willie, what about you?
No.
Okay. All right. 26. I think we're going to get to some of that stuff that I wanted you to hear in this book, which you probably already heard from what you said. I think both of y'all read this before at some point, or heard about these things. So it says in 26, And I summoned again to stand before me Beelzebul, the prince of demons, and I sat him down on a raised seat of honor, and said to him, Why are you alone, prince of demons? And he said to me, Because I alone am left of the angels of heaven that came down. Ooh. For I was first angel in the first heaven, being entitled Beelzebul, and now I control all those who are bound in Tartarus. But I too have a child, and he haunts the Red Sea. And on any suitable occasion, he comes up to me again, being subject to me, and reveals to me what he has done, and I support him. I, Solomon, said to him, Beelzebul, what is your employment? And he answered me, I destroy kings. I ally myself with foreign tyrants, and my own demons I set on to men, in order that in order that the latter may believe in them and be lost. And the chosen servants of kings, priests, and faithful men I excite to desires for wicked sins and evil heresies and lawless deeds, and they obey me, and I bear them on to destruction. And I inspire men with envy and desire for murder and for wars and sodomy. Oh, dang. Homosexuality is getting out of control too. Okay. And sodomy and other evil things. And I will destroy the world. So I said, what do y'all think about that, by the way? If y'all got any thoughts. If nothing, I can keep going, but I tell you that's a trip. How he said sodomy because y'all think about how huge this gay thing is getting. Like
Yeah.
LGBT came along and
Oh.
it's out of control. It's getting out of control. With so many more gay people now.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna speak on it because you are streaming, and that could. Yeah, I don't want to mess up your
But
community and
where if you can do it in a way where it's like I guess somewhat PG, will that help? Or is it
I'll
way
say
too?
it's
Good.
2025, 2024, whatever when it started. Bad. So yeah, it's my problem was whenever they started taking it into the schools. That's
Oh,
not right. You're trying to push that on
I
the kids,
remember
but
that.
when you're grown, if that's what you want to do when you're grown, shit, do you, but don't push that on the kids. So
Yeah, I remember that. I forgot all about that. Yeah, it was a lot of parents, and they still upset about that and got to fight and deal with that. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Ah,
transgenders going to the school reading to the kids and uh, showing private parts and stuff, like how they just dressed inappropriate, and even some women be just inappropriate going to these schools, titties hanging out and shit like that. Like, gonna make kids feel like some of the cartoons or movies for kids be having like two male parents or two female parents, but it's
hmm
line.
Yeah, the programming.
Yeah,
I
I
was.
feel like being gay is a
Like,
trend. They made it like a trend to be gay. I don't even think a lot of these people be gay for real. And then some of the people that are, I don't care what nobody says. I feel like being gay, especially the transgender, I feel like that's a mental disease. Like it's some type of like it's definitely they got some type of demon on them for sure.
mhm.
And you can see it. I was telling you about you probably don't even remember it, but we was talking about this as well. Like but I was saying you
With
can
one of them
see
guys
it.
in the party chat or something like that. I mean, and when you were telling about like the people in your party chats, some of them.
No, no,
Oh, okay.
no. I was telling you how people be like wearing they like they demons. You can see it. I don't know. They be wearing they insecurities like a jacket, like like a cloak, like
Hmm.
the homosexual bid, and like you could just see that they're gay. Like you know what I mean? Like how do you see that you gay? Like that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Like how can I see that who you sleep with? Like just by looking at you. Like but nobody don't think about this kind of stuff because I know I do. I'll be like, bro, How can I tell that you sleep with men just by taking a look at you, bro? Like, yeah,
Or
you
watch
gotta
for the
think
rainbows,
that.
makeup.
Yeah, and then they stole the rainbow. They stole God's covenant and turned it into pride. And then I don't hate them, no, because I understand and I feel like, well, I don't feel, I know that a lot of the people that do be gay, it really do be out of trauma because stuff done been done to them. Like they done been molested and stuff like that. And they've been raped because almost everybody that I know that's gay or live their life as a gay person got sexual trauma. And they're also confused as fuck. Like,
That
they
was it.
really.
I feel like that's an excuse though, because like, why would you like what fucked you up? Yes.
Yeah, it's an
We had
excuse.
this
I think that would make
conversation
me go more
too.
towards coochie.
Yeah, we had this conversation as well. I was like, I was telling like the day of judgment, like or whatever, it's gonna be them people, them demons that's gonna be like, oh, but we were brainwashed, by the TV, somebody raped me, etc. Like they're gonna have every excuse in the world as to why they did the wicked shit that they did. But there's gonna be people like me who it happened to as well, but I didn't become that. Like I
Hmm.
got molested and raped too. I didn't turn around and start raping kids and shit. Like I didn't do that. Like I would never do that. So
Right.
I don't I don't think that well, I don't think I know that that's not an excuse. Like I fought for my heterosexuality every day. Like there was this big dyke chick. Like, dude, I swear, like it was this big dyke chick. We used to go have like Sunday dinner over their house or whatever when I was a kid. And it was like my mama's best friend, but like they cousin or whatever. And she was older than me and she was big and she was trying to like turn me out or whatever. Like for years, like my entire childhood, like me and her would be fighting like to the death, like tooth and nail, like WWE SmackDown. Like she done pushed me off my bike. Like the whole bike pedal went through my leg, like crazy stuff. And I didn't care. Like she done bit my she done bit my areas and stuff, like trying to get me to fold, and I never did. That's what I'm like, man. These people be excuses, cause not me. I fought to the death for my heterosexuality. I wasn't going. So that's just me though. Everybody don't got a fighting spirit. I understand. So
Well, I mean, it's more at play. Everybody, I think everybody puts a certain amount of effort into it, but they just, it's like multiple things can deceive them because evil spirits is working and they don't, sometimes people don't even know that it's evil spirits are working against them because a lot of my life, I didn't even know that because I wasn't always knowledgeable in this area. So I didn't even know it was evil spirits that was whooping me for a while. But I remember my situation was I had been molested too growing up, but I didn't go that way because of that. But I know one thing that can make people go that way when you get heartbroken or your heart broke by the opposite sex, and then some people end up feeling like, well, since all my relationships have failed with the opposite sex, maybe I should try the other sex or the same sex, not the other, but the same sex. And then sometimes they end up going that way. That curiosity, then they'll go to a gay club, and next thing you know, they gay. That's what happened to my sister. Well, she's my best friend's sister, but me and my best friend became so close. We became like brothers, so that's kind of like my sister. But that's what happened to her. But and I know if you got multiple girlfriends or multiple boyfriends, like I remember I had like 5 girlfriends at one time, and I got broken up with. I got broken up with by like maybe all 5 in one day, or at least 3. I think it was all of them though. And I was, you know how it feels to get your heart broke by one. Imagine 5. I was so mad. I saw red. And I was
It's a
like,
different feeling.
yeah, and I was so mad. I remember thinking, well, maybe I should go the other way. I was having those thoughts about going to the other team or the same sex, but I overall didn't do it. But it can make you think to try the other team or the same sex. And some people actually do it. Some people actually commit and stick it out, and then they get in that situation, and then next thing you know, they then got married to the same sex, and now they kind of stuck, kind of in a way.
Yeah, that's what happened to my cousin. In fact, that happened to my cousin. She got her heart broke by so many dudes, and then she eventually was like, I'm just gonna start dating girls. And then she did. She got with this girl, this dyke girl, and then they moved in together, and they was engaged and everything. And then one day she just realized that she wasn't gay. And she was like, I can't deal with this no more. She was like, it helped me realize what men go through dating women like that are overly emotional, like the stuff that women we be doing sometimes, like how it can drive a person insane. And I was like, it really gave me a whole nother perspective on it. And I was like, yeah. So that happens. And then there was also, I had these other family members who grew up. There was three sisters, and they all grew up in the same household. Well, two out of the three sisters became gay, which is crazy odds, right? I mean, how does two out of your three kids be gay? Like, that's just not even, like, that's just off the charts. Like, so, anyways, recently my grandma passed away or whatever. Well, of course, all the family secrets start spilling out. Well, come to find out, great grandma is a child molester, and she
Mm,
molests little girls. Like, she's a woman, a grandma, like grandma molesting granddaughters. That is crazy. Like, that ain't even something that I even like ever thought of like in my
yes.
head before. Like, you hear about grandpa, you hear about uncle,
She
but like
said, "Grandpa."
I mean, like, for real, like grandma, like whoever really be thinking like, dang, grandma molesting her like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, like, that's crazy. And then it all made sense. And I was like, that's why two of them gay, two out of
Dang.
three. Like, and they lived with her too. Like, their whole life, they grew up
Mm,
in that house.
yeah, that makes sense. They was programmed.
Yeah. So, yep. And one of them got a kid. So, I mean,
That's sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like he being raised by like this dyke female, and then her, just all kind of crazy stuff.
That made me sad. We gotta turn this around. We gotta turn this mood around. Well, y'all want me to keep reading so we can,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah,
that
you just
that made me sad.
continue.
28. It says, so I said to him, bring to me your child who is, as you say, in the Red Sea. But he said to me, I will not bring him to you, but there shall come to me another demon called Ephi Paz. And what it says, he will I bind, and he will bring him up from the deep to me. And I said to him, how comes your son to be in the depth of the sea? And what is his name? You know, I just thought about this. Like, it's weird that a demon is in the sea. Like, I don't think of, how often do y'all think about that? Like, a demon in the sea? I just,
A lot.
oh,
Because
you
I
do?
watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't know if you did.
Courage the Cowardly. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. That show was funny. Okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
got that on DVD. That's one of my favorite shows.
They
hmm,
they coming out with the movie. It's called Good Boy.
Really? I
hmm.
never knew that. Huh.
I need to see that.
Me
Okay.
too.
Is it coming out this year or you don't know?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
this year, next year, probably.
Good. I need something to watch. Okay. Um, so then it says, and what is his name? And he answered me, ask me not, for you canst not learn from me. However, he will come to you by any command and will tell you openly. I said to him, Tell me by what angel you are frustrated. And he answered, by the holy and precious name of the Almighty God, called by the Hebrews by a row of numbers, of which the sum is 644. And among the Greeks, it is Emmanuel. And if one of the Romans adjure me by the great name of the power Elith, I disappear at once. Gotta love it. Okay, I'm gonna skip the author's note. And then it says, I, Solomon, was astounded when I heard this. I ordered him to saw up Theban marbles. And when he began to saw the marbles, the other demons cried out with a loud voice, howling because of their king Beelzebul. But I, Solomon, questioned him, saying, if you would gain a respite discourse to me about the things in heaven. And Beelzebul said, hear, O king, if you burn gum and incense and bulb of the sea with nard and saffron and light 7 lamps in an earthquake, you will firmly fix your house. And if being pure, you light them at dawn in the sun alight, then will you see the heavenly dragons, how they wind themselves along and drag the chariots of the sun. I've heard of chariots of the moon, but I don't think this might be the first time that I'm actually that this is standing out to me about the chariots of the sun. Have y'all heard of the chariots of the sun?
I can't say that I have.
Okay. It doesn't. Yeah, I just don't remember that. Okay. Well, 32. It says, and I, Solomon, having heard this, rebuked him and said, silence, for this present and continued to saw marbles as I commanded you. And I, Solomon, praised God and commanded another demon to present themselves. I said it wrong before. Okay, present himself to me. And one came before me, who carried his face high up in the air, but the rest of his spirit curled away like a snail, and it broke through the few soldiers, and raised also a terrible dust on the ground, and carried it upwards, and then again hurled it back to frighten us. And asked what questions I could ask as a rule, and I stood up and spat on the ground in that spot, and sealed with the ring of God. And forthwith the dust wind stopped. Then I asked him, saying, who are you, O wind? Then he once more shook up a dust and answered me, what would you have, King Solomon? I answered him, tell me what you are called, and I would fain ask you a question. But so far I give thanks to God, who has made me wise to answer their evil plots. 33. But the demon answered me, I am the spirit of the ashes. And I said to him, what is your pursuit? And he said, I bring darkness on men, and set fire to fields, and I bring homesteads to nothing. But most busy am I in summer. However, when I get an opportunity, I creep into corners of the wall by night and day. For I am offspring of the Great One and nothingless. Accordingly, I said to him, under what star do you lie? And he answered, in the very tip of the moon's horn, when it is found in the south. There is my star, for I have been bidden to restrain the convulsions of the, I might butcher this word. See, him, Himiter, something like that. Himitaran. I'm trying to say that last part. Himitaran. It won't come to me properly. I said it before. Tyan. Himitaran. Tertan. Himitaran. That's how I'm saying it for now. Then it says, "Oh, fever, Himitaran
Tertian.
fever,
Hematertian.
Himitertian,
Hematertian fever.
Himitertian." Yeah, okay, you got it. Himitertian fever. Look at you, genius. Okay, so it says of the Himitertian fever, and this. Let me see. The next one is. This is why many men pray to the Himitertian fever. What is the Himitertian? I want to know what it is now.
We're gonna have to go Google that real quick. What is hematertian fever? Convulsions of the hematertian fever.
It says
I'm
also.
having that right now.
Well, I just searched the hematertian fever, but not like the whole thing that you just said. Maybe I should, but it says it's also known as hematertian ague. It's a historical term for a type of fever characterized by shivering and fever. But I don't know if I should type it in. Let's see. Hold on. They pray to the hematertian fever. I think that's it. I think that's it. The convulsions of the hematertian fever. The convulsions of the hematertian fever are associated. Get out the way so I can read it. Okay. Are associated with the fever that accompanies bacterial or viral. If I said that properly, infections, especially human. Oh boy, herpes virus, something like that. 6. These convulsions are a type of fit that occurs when a child has a fever, typically between 6 months and 5 years of age. And it goes on and on and on and on. Okay.
1 in 3. So are they talking about a kid?
Well,
Or maybe that's just
let's see.
what they consider it
Well,
today. But it's
it
just the
says
convulsions part and the fever, I guess, that matters.
it says they are. Every time I try to put my mouse over that happens. But it says they are fairly common with about 1 in 30 children below the age of 5 experiencing febrile convulsions. So it can happen to sound like anybody, but it just says it's just giving like a comparison of how many kids it happens in.
So hematertian fever, all right. But are they even talking about a kid in that verse? I was just wondering.
It could be also like something by the way he said they pray to it.
Yeah, right. The convulsions, for
It
I
could.
have been into a shame. The
Mm-hmm.
convulsions, and this is why many men pray to the hematertian fever using 3 names: Batala, Thala, and
Mm-hmm.
Melchal. And I
Mm-hmm.
heal them. Okay, so it sounded like it's some type of. Okay, yeah, it's some type of fever that might come because of some demon. This is what it sounded like, and then they pray to these deity
You know
demons.
what? I think you know how we got like a lot of so-called gods all over the world. I
Oh
think
yeah, there's so many of them.
I think in some cultures these names, whether they're changed a little bit in the cultures, but these 3 names can be like 3 gods in certain cultures where people have
Oh yeah,
a belief that if you pray to this deity whenever you have that fever, it will heal you or something. It could be something like that.
yeah,
It could be
Batala,
something about a temple
Thala.
coming up too. My
And
bad. Go
them
ahead.
called. Yeah. That sounds like Buddha, Allah,
Hmm.
and, and I don't know the last one. I
Well,
was
I
gonna
wouldn't say
say
Allah.
Milchess.
I wouldn't say Allah because Allah, from what I remember looking up, Allah can mean it's the same thing as God. Like God, the meaning for it. Like God can mean any deity or the supreme deity. It just depends on who you're referring to. And Allah has the same meaning. So it can be referred to as, at least from what I remember, it can mean like any deity or the supreme deity. So it just depends on who you're referring to when you're using it.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit more. Don't even know where I stopped at. Oh, you was down here, these three names, and I healed
Yep.
them. And I said to him, okay, here we go. I am Solomon. When therefore you would do harm, by whose aid do you do it? But he said to me, by the angels, by whom also the third day's fever is lulled to rest. So I questioned him and said, and by what name? And he answered, that of the archangel Azael. And I summoned the archangel Azael and set a seal on the demon and commanded him to seize great stones and toss them up to the workmen on the higher parts of the temple. Oh, and being compelled, the demon began to do what he was bidden to do. And I glorify God afresh, who gave me this.
Yes. Mhm.
Go ahead.
Nope. Sorry. I was just like when you read that name, I'm like Azael. I'm thinking They mean Azazel, and I go, yeah, it's Azazel.
Is it the one from
I'm
the
still here.
apocalypse?
I'm just gonna mute my mic.
I meant, go ahead, Willie.
I'm still here. I'm just muting my mic.
Oh, okay. Was it was it Azael? I mean Azazel from the Book of Enoch? That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, Azazel. Yep, from the Book of Enoch,
Mhm.
the fallen angel who he likes to possess people. Basically, he's like the leader of the fallen angels, and uh he likes to possess people, basically,
Okay.
and get them to do evil things. Like, you know how the one you were saying like wants you to kill people. Yeah, that usually be Azazel.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think I read all of that. Yeah, I did. Okay, 34.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to get to 36 but if I'm too sleepy, I'll get close enough. So because it goes all the way to like 100, no, 89 or something. We're only on page 6 of 19, so we definitely ain't gonna finish it tonight. If we do finish it
No,
tonight,
we
one,
can break it up into parts.
okay. So it says in 34. Matter of fact, let me just see how many. I think it's 105. I think. Dang, tell me why I went all the way back to the top.
You was on 34.
Oh, I'm wrong. It's all the way down to
Yeah,
127.
I went to the bottom. Dang, maybe it's something in
130.
what you see on that page. That's the end, ain't it?
Yeah, so 130 is the end, and we're on 34. So I'm trying to think of a good dividing number. Like if we read,
Oh wait, I just want to read this before you go.
okay,
Before you go, it's so funny. Remember how I was just like it jumped there, and I was like, maybe it wanted to tell you something. You just said you were sleepy. Well, 129 says, and I answered that I would on no account worship strange gods. They told the maiden not to sleep. That's just all I saw, and then that was so funny. Okay, anyways, back to.
okay, well, man, we can take a break, like, cause I am getting hungry. I mean, and we can just like talk and then maybe get back to it before we depart.
Yeah, we can just do that. Let's just talk for a little. Maybe we can read more later or tomorrow, depending on how we feel.
Okay, cause this is what I was thinking. I was going to see out of 130, 130. like what would be a good dividing number to try to like divide it up into like read, like let's say we'd read 40 chapters a day, or 40 this day, 40 that day. But I don't know what 130 divides into. I know 120 is
Well,
like
it's 65.
it
130
is.
divided by 2 is 65. So, 65 divided by 2 would be 32. So, that's about what we read today. So, that's a day.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, sounds good to me because I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's day. That's a good stopping point. And then that means it'll be broken up into three days.
So 34, 34, 34.
Yep.
Wait, but 34,
More like
what is
35, but yeah.
35?
We might have to read an extra chapter, or well,
Because
it's actually 32. So no, actually, you're right. Yeah, I said 32 because half of 65 is 32.5. Yep. Okay.
we'll work it out. Because I think if we
32.
do 34, 34, 34, that's only going to be like maybe 100 and something. But we'll work it out.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get through.
Okay. Well, so far, I mean, it sounds like from what y'all was saying to me, y'all heard of this book or some things in it, or y'all may have read this book before. Does some of these things in here sound familiar to y'all?
Well, he gone for a minute. He said he was gonna
Oh,
mute his mic for a minute, but to me, yeah, a lot of this stuff sounds familiar to me, right? Similar in some kind of way because just stories you hear about often, maybe not verbatim though.
okay, got it. Well, I'm so sleepy and hungry. I mean, I just like I just want to focus on those. Kind of don't even feel like moving.
Maybe it's time for you to get some food and go to sleep, I guess, or maybe you want to get food and then go to sleep. Or
Yeah,
you
I'm about there. Like it's like one it's like one of them things where you so sleepy you either gonna eat and then go to sleep, or you just go to sleep without eating. I'm almost there.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I go to sleep without eating. I'll be like, I'm too tired to get up. I don't feel like tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had some success tonight though.
We did, yeah. Uh-huh. We got blood in here, so that's a success.
That too, but we also the fact that we did it, period, was a success. Even though we ain't sharing our cameras, but whenever
I'm gonna do it next time. Next time we just gonna do it earlier, and then I'm gonna get on my camera too. So Blunt did.
hmm I started to still share mine, but when you said you want to share yours, I'm like, well, I don't care
Yeah,
to
I'm
share
like, I'm
mine
not
like
about
that.
to share mine.
I'm like that. But you know, the last couple of streams, I haven't been sharing my camera either. I just been sharing my background, and because I have been reading for people to join me and like that. I've been doing live streams for me because it was this debate. Okay, I guess I'll tell you while I can I like walk around. Let's see. I'm gonna try to put a different headset on. Oh, where my earbuds at? Yeah, I forgot. I'm finna cheat the system. I don't know if
Yeah.
you gonna be able to hear me though. Let's see. Testing, testing. Hold on. I think you're still picking me up through the microphone.
I can hear you.
Yeah, no.
Yes, paper. Like,
Orientation settings are disabled. Audio. You hear me on the Bluetooth?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good, good. All right. It probably sound like I'm underwater.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dang.
It's a little bit muffled, but I can hear you though.
Hmm. Okay, wait. I got another idea. That mic will work. Okay, I'm gonna switch it back. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I got an idea because I need to be moving around. What about if we do the go through the PlayStation app? That way I can move around. Because I'm not sure if like if I take my headset that I be using for the game and like hook it I know I can hook it up to the computer. I don't know how well the mic is gonna sound on here. It might sound good. We can test it out.
Okay. We can test it if you want to, cause I can join the party chat through my headset or whatever.
Okay. Cause I know the PlayStation app will work and I can just be moving around. But I was thinking either we can end this live stream and yeah, you know what? We should. I think. What you think? And even if we did end it, would you want to go live after this or just like let's say we got on the PlayStation app or console, would you want to go live on that or just not go live and just had a conversation?
Um, wait. So like you mean like go to the PlayStation in the live, or go to the PlayStation and keep the live going? Is that what you trying to say?
Yeah, so let's say we ended the live here just in case, and then we went live on the PlayStation and continued the live there and the discussion in that way.
Oh, okay. Like Twitch.
Yeah, we could.
Oh, you just mean stream on the PlayStation. I forgot you be doing that. Like you can just yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna test this mic out and see what it sounds like, and that way I'll know for future purposes that it's either good or bad. Let me try. I'm gonna try my headset that I use for the PlayStation. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, how does this sound?
It sounds good. That sounds a little bit muffled, but
Hold on.
I can hear you though,
Can't
like
hear you,
well.
so let me see why. Let me go to settings.
Okay. Hi, Pepper.
Audio. Oh, that's why.
You don't want to get splashed, do you? No. I see.
Now I hear you. Okay, so how does this sound? Does it sound okay or no?
Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds great.
Okay, let me see. Microphone. I want to see if I can put it through my headset. Okay, say something.
Hello, hello.
Oh yeah, this is just like how I be on the console. Now I can move around.
Good. You're not trapped to the computer.
Mm-hmm. So I think I was gonna tell you a story, but I'm trying to think of what the story was. What was we talking about last?
Azazel?
Azazel. Hmm.
And then he was talking about being hungry and sleepy and being almost too sleepy to eat.
Mm-hmm. I remember that, but it was something I was about to tell you. It might come back to me.
Oh, we were also talking about the lives and people or whatever, and I was like, when you was like, well, we success, and I was like, well, it's successful that we got blood in here.
Did you just hear me call your name? I mean, did you hear me just now?
No, no.
Okay, I'm just checking to see if it works the same way as on my console. Okay, just checking. Hmm. I know we was talking about Azazel, the Book of Enoch, and all that other stuff.
Azazel, I ain't never heard Azazel. That's funny.
That's how I say it. How you say it?
Azazel,
Oh. Hmm.
Azazel. That's funny. I ain't never. I like like you said, the pronunciations of things. It changes things. It does. Azazel. Yeah, I mean it say that Azazel. I say Azazel, but it's really Azazel. They're always hot in that L. I don't know. Have you heard about that before? The L thing, like how they all end in L, like Mikael, Gabriel, Azazel.
Yeah, but what about the L though?
Oh, that it was because it meant God status, like they was putting themselves into. It's like a God title that they give to themselves. The L.
Hmm. Well, I don't know about that they give to themselves, but
Maybe that people give to them. Then I mean, you could say that too. I don't know.
well, I know. Question: Can I get ghetto and eat?
Yes, go for it. Okay,
Okay,
Yo,
so in the
that's really.
Bible, El is a Semitic word meaning God or deity that can
Mm-hmm.
refer to the one true God of Israel or to other gods, such as El Elyon, God Most High, or El Shaddai, God Almighty. And it
Mm-hmm.
appears in names like Daniel or
Yep.
Gabriel. which means God or God is masculine. So yeah, that's what generic term for God with the L.
Yeah.
El Salvador.
El Nino.
Mm.
Me and my compadre.
I'm about to eat some. You over there eating pickles?
I got
Grabbing
some
pickles.
chips right now. I was gonna
What
get
kind of
something
chips?
else, but it's some original Ruffles.
Like
I'm
cheesy
kind of
ruffles.
glad too. Hmm.
I like them cheesy ruffles. The gas stations be having the best shit though. I can't even find those in Walmart.
What
Man,
chips?
some gas stations be having some outdated chips, so you must have a good gas station.
Yeah, like we be having them. Like the new chips are coming out. Different flavored chips. Some cities
Yeah, where
have
you
different
at,
chips than other
Cali?
ones.
Well, most gas stations don't have outdated chips, but I remember this one little convenience store. Okay, so I gotta take that back.
Ollie's?
It wasn't a gas station. It was a convenience store. No, it wasn't Aldi. It was
You
like
know
you know how.
Ollie's?
Look, yeah, we got
Yeah,
that. I haven't seen
always have.
outdated chips in Aldi. I don't think.
Not Aldi, Ali.
Oh, I think we got
Always.
one.
Oh no.
I thought
Like
you said Aldi.
OLLIES.
Hmm. Yeah, we got one of those. I think.
I went there
You
today and
sound
they
like a
had
spit
some
boy, boy.
candy. They had some 4th of July candy in that mug. I'm like, where they get this from? They had some uh red, white, and blue Sour Patch Kids. I ain't never seen that before in my life.
I seen it.
Mhm.
I bought it for some customers around that time.
I was like, what flavor is the white? It's lemon. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I didn't get them
Mm.
though, cause obvious reasons, but
Mm.
I should have. I regret that decision.
Oh, dang.
Eat my older candy
So wait, why didn't you get it? You said for obvious reasons. What's the obvious reason?
because I'm a diabetic.
But didn't you say it was like kind of good to have sugar though?
Sometimes yeah, like if my sugar dropped too low, then yeah, I have to
Oh,
basically use sugar as medicine, like which is so weird.
gotcha.
That's how I know that nobody should be drinking them soda pops. Like, like I'm telling you, that stuff work better than that stuff is the same like morphine, man. Like how they can put you on a morphine drip and you instantly be like, oh yeah, that's literally Coca Cola and stuff. Like soon as that stuff hit your throat, you start feeling better as a diabetic. Like I mean, soon as. That's why I'm like, man, that's crazy to be drinking this. And I used to drink them all the time.
I wonder if it works for the sodas that don't use high fructose corn syrup because a lot of them do now. I don't know if it matters
I
what
don't
kind of
know.
sugar.
It don't.
Okay, because I know certain
Ooh,
Coca Colas. What'd you say?
I figured out how to. My bad. This is a completely different subject. I'll let y'all finish real quick.
Oh, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
I figured out how to do crossplay for games that shouldn't be crossplay. It's not about
Oh,
the system. It's about like, say if you have Activision or Epic or something like that. You add each other on there, and then you're able to play with each other. If you try to do it from system to system, it isn't going to work.
Uh,
oh, okay.
maybe that will
There
work
was
well. I don't know. We should try that for Uno because Uno is not crossplay, but it's Ubisoft. So if we could, but also I don't know if we could add each other as Ubisoft friends or not. That's the only thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know of many Activision games that are two player that aren't crossplay that I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, yeah, Activision, that's like it. I was just saying for example, Epic is one of those games to where one of those things to where some games you have to add each other on there just to play. Like, um,
Oh, have you tried that yet, by the way? Have you tried this?
yeah, I was just playing with Dead Island is not supposed to be cross-play with console players, but because this Xbox player um had Epic, I was able to play with him. It was just like a random somebody joined my game because I put it on like public, and they joined, and I was trying to see like, am I playing with other PC players? So I looked them up, and I found them on Xbox, but we was able to play on as a Epic.
Huh. That may just be there may be some truth to that. Cause I mean that's how we be playing crossplay on like all the games that we be playing together, like Modern Warfare, DVD. It just be like we're not playing through the console servers. We playing through like I guess their dedicated
Your
servers.
platform.
Yeah, like their platform servers. So
I think Fortnite's like that too, because you can add Fortnite friends and you know
Well, that's
join
crossplay.
them and all that.
yeah, me and him just started playing Fortnite a few days ago.
Yeah, I see why people like Fortnite. There's so much to do on there, but for a long, long time, I always avoided it. I'm like,
Yeah, I did too. I wasn't trying to play Fortnite for real, but I play with my homie. I play with Blunt. I will play anything with Blunt for real. Like any game he want to play, I try it out at least. I'll be like, all right, we'll try it.
mm-hmm.
And I think we're like that with each other because like if you have a game that I don't have, I'll get it so we can play together too. And when you
Yeah.
bought Ark, I was like, oh yeah, that's my
Oh my gosh, man! Oh, when I got Ark, that was the hypest day ever. That game, I'll never forget that. That was so fun. I love that game. It just, I don't like I said,
I
we
know.
gotta be duo.
I like the Outlast Strauss too. That was me stepping out of my genre of games, and I loved it. Like I still love that game to this day.
I still love that game too. That game just feels different to me. And then when we start playing it together, I didn't feel that scared no more. Then when I came back, you was like, "Oh yeah, I ain't scared to play this no more." I just be play, I be fighting back. I was like, "Oh my god!" You just walked up and hit that nigga with a brick in the face. I was
Remember, I used to hide in the closet and stuff.
like, "Yes, that's all you
Just be
be doing the
hiding.
whole time." I'm like, if you don't come out of there, we ain't never gonna solve the puzzles and get out of here. But I
Yeah,
love.
you used to be my hero.
Wait, what? Your mic start
Say you
breaking
used to
up.
be my hero.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
On
my
that
bad.
game though. On all the other games, you was the hero, especially in Ark. Oh my gosh, you carried mine. Like you carried me for real. Even though I was a good player, like you were saying, like I definitely play Ark the way you be playing Ark, but still, you definitely was a hero on them. Oh, and Call of Duty too, man. I didn't know you was good. I was getting like 5 kills and 3 kills. You was over here getting like 20. I'm like, dang, I ain't even double digits.
Hmm.
It was an
Alright.
off day. It was an off day. I normally be doing good on there. I ain't gonna lie. I just been feeling whatever. So
And I hadn't played Call of Duty in a while either. I missed the feeling, so I had to download it and play it because that's something that I grew up on, and I at least got to play it a few times out of the year. I'm supposed to
Well,
be getting
I
that Black Ops
say,
7.
oh, are you gonna get that?
I am, but not right now because I don't have the money. I gotta pay
I'm
my
not getting
probation.
that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not getting that game because no, they dead wrong for what they be doing. I'm tired of them releasing a new game every like they don't even give you time to get used to the game they just released and they releasing another one. No,
Y'all talking about Tekken?
no Black Ops.
Call of Duty.
Um, yeah, I don't blame you. They make too many games.
Too many games, dude. I got Vanguard, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Um, what else I got? I don't even know. I just got too many of them. No, I'm not getting no more. Not right now. I'm gonna play those out until you can't no more.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 getting dead though. Like the service is kind of dry. I've been waiting on lobbies for like over 30 minutes just to get in one now, especially
That's
late
how
night.
it is on Black Ops 4. Cause I actually was still playing Black Ops 4 like recently. And then sometimes it depends what time you get on. Like if I tried to get on like right now, it would probably take like the 30 minutes to get a lobby type of thing. So that's why I stopped playing that as much. So yeah, that's what be happening. And then I get a new Call of Duty. So yeah. That's a
Did
good.
you get your PC?
No, I didn't get it.
Mm,
Why you was trying to play Ruska?
huh? No, not
Ruska.
really.
I was
Mm-mm.
just joking.
Funny.
I know. I was just playing. Um. Anywho, you know what? If I get my PC, you know we're gonna play mini clip,
Who?
mini clip. You know mini clip.
Uh-uh.
I
Them
ain't never heard of that.
it used to be this gaming website where like they had just like it was kind of like Roblox.
Oh, you talking about where you got all them different games on there?
Yeah, you can play like pool, you can play cards, you can play. Oh, and it got like that little penguin as the logo. It's like a penguin.
Yo, you should play bowling or something. Is that the one with
Yep.
um like a Santa or something like that? Bowling like
Yeah, it had like a Santa. Yeah, it was literally like Roblox before Roblox came into existence, but it was for PC though.
mm-hmm. That
Yeah, I
mug just
bet
put all
that.
types of viruses on my computer. I be
You
owning them.
know, yes, dude, you so right about that. I forgot. I think that happened on my computer. I don't know. I used to get on all type of stuff like that. I used to go to this drawing lobby where you could chat with people, and I started talking to this dude from Hungary, and he was trying to date, and like you just be getting on there, everybody just be drawing, and like it's just so lame. But yeah, them was the days. Back then, the internet was fun. Nowadays, the internet weird.
Yeah, it's still fun. Hey, you gotta know where to look.
I don't know where to
Sitting,
look. I don't know where to look because everything be just social media nowadays. Like, I don't want to see some chick in her bra and panties. Like, I really don't. I'm like shit. Like, like
and stick to the classic stuff that you knew is still there. Everything's still the same. It's just the new people got their stuff, and the OGs still stick with the old stuff.
yeah, it just be dead though for the most part. Like dead websites.
Got me on mini clips now. Like, so
I forgot about Miniclip until just now. I don't know what made me think of that Miniclip. I'm about to Google that Miniclip. It's probably not the same.
Mike, you don't be playing games on your PC?
No, I don't. I rarely do. I try to keep
Can
my
it hold
PC.
games though? Like,
Yeah, but I try to keep my PC just for like making videos and stuff like that.
Uh,
yeah, some people do that. Um, wow.
Mhm. You say why?
Yeah.
this is fine.
My about 10 years ago, or let's just say somewhere about 2011, well 2008, I think it really started. So I had a condition that was so bad that I had to go away from gaming for a while, for like 9.5 years. So I had the condition where my head pain was so bad, I had headaches every day for a while, and I was having like cluster migraines. I pretty much, to me, had every headache known to man, and I almost had a fatal. Well, I had a fatal headache where I almost died. It's a short version of the story, and after that, I had to go on bed rest. And I remember just having to get away from all gaming. Like I had to get away from mobile gaming, console gaming, any type of gaming that was involved on you playing on the stream, because the streams was too bright and it was overall damaging me. And I mean, even if the brightness was all the way down, my condition was just so bad I had to just get away for a while. So I took a 9.5 year absence, somewhat by, well, I don't want to say that's not the proper way to say it, mostly by force, because my condition was so bad. Every time I tried to come back, I couldn't play the game for long. So I would just play like games every now and then, like poker on Facebook or something, but I couldn't really stick to it for too long because of my condition. So I mostly just didn't play anything. But after the 9.5 year absence, when I came back, then I didn't even know if I could come back. I was just testing it out. I got a Nintendo Switch, that went well. Then I got a PS4, that went well. So I was just trying to stick to what went well, because I didn't even know if I could do it. And then I got a PS5, and I just kind of been just playing PS5, and I just kind of wanted to keep it that way mostly. So I just play like mobile games and rarely computer games, and just console mainly, console and mobile, and rarely PC.
Did
That's
they
just
ever
for
find
now.
out?
The day, who?
Like, did the doctors or whatever, you and the doctors ever find
Oh,
out why? Like, was
they
it a
didn't.
blood clot or?
No, they didn't. By the time I went to the doctors in, I think it was like 2013 or 2014, one of them, they didn't find anything because I had already healed a bit from my condition, so I knew by the time I went, they weren't gonna find anything. Um, but no, they didn't find anything. But to me, what the condition was, and I can't tell you what it's called because I never looked it up. But the condition, the symptoms was like if you look at anything that's too bright, like a 60-watt light bulb. If you turn on the 60-watt light bulb and you don't have like the little shade thing to cover it up, and it's just out, that will hurt my head a lot faster than it will if the shade thing isn't covering it up to block the light a little bit. I noticed that, but also if somebody is playing loud music or any loud vibrations, like if somebody's playing and they got like a really good sound system in their car and they playing it real loud, like that will bother my head. It was just so bad, my condition. I couldn't put up with a lot of that, like too many bright lights. Even if the pages of a book was too bright, like print paper, the white paper, I couldn't look at that. Somebody
Yeah, I
there.
had to adjust the brightness on my PC so that I can be able to play. I got into a fight. That nigga dunked me on my head, so I couldn't use VR no more. I couldn't even play the game for a little bit, like a few weeks to a month.
Mm,
But it's kind of easier on PC for me because I don't have to deal with the vibrations. Like even on console, you can turn off the what's that thing called? Like when you turn and it have like some kind of way or something. Like you turn that off. I don't know what it's called.
You can turn off what when you what?
You know how it's kind of it's like some kind of blur. You can turn off the blur when you
Oh, the
turn and stuff like
multiplayer.
that. Yeah,
Mhm.
so that helps out a lot of stuff. I don't think it's I think you just don't play the PC because you don't want to play the PC because it's just a preference thing. It's cool.
Mhm. Well, I mean that too. I don't want to complicate things right now. I just want to keep it the way it is because I bought my PC, my gaming PC, not for gaming. I just bought it for editing and making videos. If something changes in the future, then cool. But for now, you know, I'm overall content with how it is.
Well, I was just wondering if y'all knew what was the cause because I went through something similar like that for a long time, but it was only a
Oh, I did
couple
forget to
months.
tell you. That's what I was telling.
Got a concussion.
Nah, it wasn't a concussion, but I remember it was to me it was also radiation because I was exposed to too much radiation. This is just my theory because I was in the room with the Wi-Fi router, and I remember
Uh-huh.
just having like, yeah, I think it was that as well because I noticed when the internet get cut off by like when the power go out and nobody can get on the internet, like it feels so good in here, and it feels like it's different. You can feel like you're just healing or something. But when that router's on, and it seems like if you're in a certain radius of it, matter of fact, I remember testing it out. I remember going from my room where the router was, I would go like 18 steps up the hall, and I wouldn't feel pain or a certain amount of uh, however you would describe it. It was like I could feel the radiation from a certain distance if I walked into the radius. So I would try to stay away from it. So I remember switching rooms with my mom because she had a room that was further away from the router, and I can get closer away up the hall, away from the router. So I feel like it was also radiation because radiation comes from the Wi-Fi router. It comes from your cell phones, and I was on all of that. I had the cell phones going, I had the tablet, the TV, I had all that going, and so I think it was a mixture of radiation as well, being exposed to too much for too long of time.
Me too. That's what I was thinking it was for me. That's why I was asking did they ever find out what it was, and I was gonna figure they didn't, but that's literally what I figured it was for me too. It was too much exposure to too much radiation for too long. Cause
Hmm.
you know you can buy them EMFs, the electromagnetic field readers. You can see the radiation. You can test it out, and when it's too high, it'll let you know like where it's dangerous levels where you shouldn't be around. Cause they did studies on this, specifically the Wi-Fi. Uh, they they tested it that it was oh wait, Blunt was saying that website keep kicking. Yeah, me too.
Oh, it kicked him out. Well, y'all, do y'all want to get on the PlayStation, the app, or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here. You can send me an invite if you want to make it.
Okay, I'm about to. I told him come to the party chat because I want him to hear this too.
Okay.
What I was about to tell you. Okay, I see you there.
Okay.